I have never driven an Xterra. I've never actually even been inside an Xterra, so I'm gonna see what it's all about. I'll include a link to the Orem Nissan's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Xterra. Let's get into it. This week's giveaway highlight is a supercharged Silverado High Country and a Corvette Z06. If you're interested, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment to get 4x bonus entries on any donation $25 or more. Under the hood is a 4-liter V6 that goes through a 5-speed automatic. It puts out 261 horsepower and then 281 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. The Xterra is very boxy. I mean, look at the hood design. The headlights are basically squares. The fog lights, though, happen to be round. And this one's a 2007 model, so it has the slightly older appearance compared to the newer versions of this generation. Now, this one has aftermarket tires. You know, it's not gonna have the original tires, hopefully, right? But anyways, 265 by 75 by 16. Remember when off-roaders had small wheels? Now they all have like 20s. It's stupid. I like the little off-road badge there on the side. That's kind of cool. And then look at the mirror caps. They're not painted because, you know, they know it's going to get damaged. And you've got interesting door handle, like a normal one up front, and then you have this weird higher one in the back. But yeah, here's your side profile again. Very interesting looking. When it comes to key fob features, it's pretty simplistic: lock and unlock, and yeah, basic key. Now this is interesting with the rear hatch. You kind of have a weird pull up. Man, those struts are fighting me. Got some cargo netting here in the back, and then you can actually pick up the floor here in the rear. But yeah, easy to clean. Look at that. Man, it's like they used to make SUVs for the purpose of being used for SUV stuff. Pretty cool looking taillights there. And then you can see this one has a receiver hitch too. You know what? I like what I see so far. Let's check out the interior. Got a little bit of soft touch there on the door handle. I like the grab handle. These are pretty fancy seats. They've actually held up really well. I mean, this car's like, what, almost 20 years old? Now, there's not a crazy amount of space here in the back, but it is doable in terms of sitting back here. And then headroom with the boxy design is pretty good. Let's now check out the front. Look at that, you got an automatic window back in the day. It's a pretty nice handle. The front seat does have some wear, that is for sure. It's manual with the adjustment. And, oh, this is the problem with having a key that sticks in the ignition. You drop it. Let's start it up. You probably noticed it fired right up. Anyways, pretty cool steering wheel. It has cruise control. It's got volume controls, a little bit more basic. It has steering wheel cover too. And this actually doesn't have super high mileage for the year, 127,000 miles it looks like. But I like how it shows you what's happening with the driveline. And remember when cars had analog gauges that always work? Got a basic radio setup with presets and everything. Climate controls just below that. And below that, we've got our drive mode stuff. When I say drive mode, cars didn't used to have drive modes because they're stupid. You don't need them. It has a 2-speed transfer case, diff lock, hill descent control. I have no clue what VDC off means. I'm gonna have to Google that one. Okay, so that's Nissan's fancy traction control system. Anyways, shifter. You got some cup holders, center console. Actually has some 12 volts. That lid is it's holding on for dear life. You got a glove box. It's pretty basic with the rest of the trim, and then again, good headroom. The prices on these are going to be all over the place depending on mileage, year, and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, let's see how it performs. Set off in the Xterra. Apparently Nissan's going to be bringing this back in a few years from now. Like, I shouldn't say a few years. I think like 2027. So it'll probably be, well actually, so I think it'll be a 27 model year, but so that means it'll probably come out in what, 2026? So next year maybe? We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. But yeah, let's see what the original, I gotta at least know what the original drive's like before I make comments on the new one when it does come out, if it comes out. I will say, this thing is, this one's not in the best condition on the planet. It's definitely been used. Sorry about that, my GoPro just died. I don't know why. It had more than enough charge. I'm gonna probably have to get a new one. But anyways, as I was saying, gotta see how the OG kind of performs, and this one's obviously has some wear and tear on it, so it's not gonna be the best example on the planet. Maybe I'll try to review a cleaner one, but I mean, this will still give me an idea of the powertrain and everything that's going on with this car, and just kind of like the general theme. Again, this is when cars used to be a lot more basic, which made more sense. Oh man, this thing's got power. Smooth too. unexpected. Unexpected. I mean, for the age that this is, this thing drives excellently. It's very smooth. The suspension, I mean, that's the part that gives this away in terms of this being, you know, an older car versus because the newer stuff, the suspension's definitely just a lot better in terms of its whole setup. Man, the torque is great. It's got this beefy V6, and you feel it. You really do feel the torque with this thing. It's absolutely fantastic. And you know, the tires aren't too bad. Make a little bit of noise. It's pretty insulated in here. I can understand why people keep, because I mean, you got like everything you need. You got the climate. It works, by the way. It all works. You got the rear diff lock. I can understand why people buy these and never sell them, because there's not a lot of cars that, I mean, this has held up pretty well. There's not a lot of cars that hold up this well. And the steering still feels good too. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not bad at all. I think this actually drives better than a 4Runner. The suspension, again, if you compare this to like a 2024 5th gen 4Runner, yeah, the suspension in that's better. But yeah, I mean, you compare this to its contemporaries, and this thing's not bad at all. This is impressive. I was not expecting this. I thought that, you know, I knew this would probably drive decently well, but this drives a lot better than I expected it to, with everything it's got going on. Yeah, it seems like the body control, the suspension, everything's just, it's all really well tuned. Yeah, see, this is where, like, this road's kind of bumpy here. Sorry, I'm trying to give you guys a good camera view. I'm doing the best I can. Stupid GoPro. Maybe I'll go and buy a new one today. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, this is where I can tell, like, with the handling, and this feels old. Again, if this is all you drive, you're probably not going to really mind. But yeah, when you compare it to other modern cars, this definitely starts to, the suspension and the handling and everything start to make it feel a bit more old. Yeah, especially considering, yeah, it's not bad though. It's not bad. So yeah, I like the Xterra a lot. I really hope the Nissan brings, stupid backpack, I really hope the Nissan brings it back, because this is a really good car. You know, it's got great power. I mean, this thing's still running strong. I mean, it starts right up. This is almost 20 years old. And this one, like I said, it looks like it was used. It was definitely used. So, yeah, it seems like this is a really good setup. I'm impressed. More impressed than I thought I would be with the vehicle, frankly. Like, I knew this was gonna be nice, but this is a lot nicer than I initially expected.